If right now you feel social anxiety and a deterioration in your mental health and you want to change, you want to change because it means you'll be happier, you'll be at peace, you'll be able to do the work necessary, then do the basics. That is what helped me. And we'll be covering the top 3 things that will genuinely help you. Number 1 is sleeping, but not just like sleeping more, but sleeping consistently. The amount of hours that you sleep doesn't really matter. When you wake up, when you sleep. But what does matter is sleeping at the same time and waking up at the same time with perhaps a 5 to 10 minute margin of error every single day. And it's one of those experiences that will multiply every single time that you do it. You've probably heard of the expression, oh, if I had a cent and doubled it like for 30 days, I'm going to have 2 million. That's exactly what it is. If you want the money for your spirit and soul, the ones that you can't buy with material means, then you will do this for yourself. Every single day that you sleep consistently is doubling the efforts that you make towards increasing your mental health. And this is a message for those who truly want to succeed in life, for those who want to be consistent but haven't really found the discipline or perhaps the groove necessary to do the work that they want to do. What I'll tell you is that it starts with being consistent and disciplined with the basics. And if you think right now for the last 30 days, have you slept consistently where you woke up and slept at the exact same time every single day? No, right? You woke up to genuinely 100 people and ask if they've slept consistently, meaning they slept at the same time. They woke up at the same time for the last 30 days or even the last week. 99 of those 100 people will say, no, bro, like who does that? Because here's the thing. The basics are how you get ahead in life. Everyone's trying to do a triple backflip into a cartwheel when they haven't even mastered how to walk. And if you can be like consistent with sleeping consistently, no matter how you feel, you put the alarm on for not only when you wake up, but also when you have to go to sleep, then you will be able to get ahead of 99% of people. And genuinely like visualize with me, how would you feel? All right, close your eyes. How would you feel in 30 days when you've woken up at the exact same time, you've slept at the exact same time, the number of times you had to say no to your friends or maybe some girls or your parents and you told them that you have to sleep and you slept. The number of times you woke up early in the morning, even though you didn't want to, and how proud you'd feel after doing this consistently for 30 days, realizing that you've genuinely done something that millions of people do not do. Hundreds of millions. You will be in the top 1% of people with good mental health. You see, one of the reasons why you're in a rut right now, this is coming from personal experience, is that you're trying to wake up early, right? You're trying to wake up early, but you're not sleeping early. The secret to like fixing your life is sleeping early, believe it or not. That will genuinely make you happy. Number 2 is 5 minutes of meditation in the morning. A lot of the time in life, the things that are stopping us are the smallest. It's the moment by moment decision during your day that will define whether or not you win or you lose. And it simply requires a small nudge in mental capacity, a small nudge in your ability to reflect or observe. And that is what morning meditation helps with. And you may think the 5 minutes isn't a lot, the 2 minutes isn't a lot, but you will feel a tangible difference between the days that you do meditate and the days that you don't. Because on the days that you do meditate, you will be avoiding that brain fog that you have most days. That really small little like fog that's been placed in your mind where you can't really think extremely well or like go deep into work. Like if someone told you to study right now for an hour, you just something off. That's what it fixes. And not only does it fix that, it fixes your happiness and your ability to be proud of yourself. And if you can do this consistently, just like the sleep, it will double in effect every single day, and you will be rich in spirit. Saint Seraphim of Sarov once said, "Acquire inner peace, and 1,000 souls around you shall be saved." The reason why is because in order to actually start changing your life and changing other people's lives, you must acquire peace within, complete stillness and clarity. And most of the time, my friend, the only way to do that is through repetition and consistency. If you think of us in the caveman days, any sort of change in our sleep schedule would have meant that maybe we were in danger and our usual habitat and our usual place of sleep is now not there. That is what our brain would go and think. If we do different things every single day, if we sleep inconsistently, if we eat inconsistently, and we're genuinely inconsistent with the day-to-day activities of our lives, we will be more stressed. And there will not be an ability to be peaceful because at all times you will feel psychologically a life-threatening scenario, even though it's not as stressful as that. And a tip for you when you want to meditate is to go through guided meditation. It is genuinely so much easier than just putting on a timer and trying to do it yourself. And that is the only thing I would recommend for that. So number 3 is gratitude journaling. So number 3 is journaling, specifically gratitude journaling. This is something that you do straight away in the morning, where you say a few positive things that you're grateful for. I'm grateful for sleep. I'm grateful for whatever. And the moment that you wake up, you write 3 to 5 things that you're grateful for. And these can be small. These can be to do with your pillow, for example. But what this allows you to do is to break the negative feedback loop that you have whenever you wake up and you scroll. And believe it or not, social media isn't really good for your mental health. It eschews everything to do with social life and how you should act and what you should look like. And it's not a good way of starting the day. And the best thing to do for yourself is to practice this consistently. The whole point of improving your mental health is so that you can actually start working. It's so that you can change not only your life, but all the other people's lives around you. And to acquire inner peace, you have to practice consistency through the simple, basic things within your life. That is the sleep. That is the meditation. That's the breath work, right? Because our ancestors would have been out in the nature of things. They would have been breathing in the fresh air every single morning. When they wake up, they go out straight away. And that is what we're trying to replicate. We are trying to replicate the peace that they felt when they were in a safe environment, because what that allowed them to do was to progress societally to the point where you can watch videos of me from my room across like thousands of kilometers away. That peace is necessary for self-development and also the development of mankind. And gratitude journaling in the morning, 3 to 5 points, is such a good way of removing the negative feedback that you have, the negative thought patterns that you go through when you scroll. And with these 3 things, I genuinely think that you'll be able to change your life. And I hope that you found some sort of value from this video. And if you did, share this video, like, even comment, tell me how you feel about it, and even come back to this video every single day from day 1 to day 30. And if you can do this, my friend, then you will be able to be successful and you will be able to get out of that rut. 3 small steps every single day.